Hi there, gorgeous. Welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to have you back. If you are the woman that wants to be seen and you feel like you're not seen for some reason, you don't understand what's going on, you are highly sensitive and you want to attract a companion, a partner, your forever love, and it's not happening, maybe you're feeling like you're not seen. Well, in today's video, I'm going to share with you the #1 reason why you're not seen, especially now in 2020, moving into 2021, and what you need to do in order to shift that and change that. See, the thing about this is that right now, because of everything that's going on, one of the intuitive messages that I've received is that a lot of women are not grounded. Before I go deeper, I just realized that I haven't introduced myself. I'm Nicole Elissa. I'm an intuitive love coach for amazing trailblazer women like you, women who are committed in their love vision, women who are visionaries in that, and they really treasure their vision. They're willing to do whatever it takes to bring that in. So that's where I come in. I'm gonna help you with that. I've worked with women from all over the world, from all ages, ethnicities, even languages, because I speak Spanish as well. So I'm here to help you, kind of like your love fairy godmother in a way. So here's the thing, ladies. Right now, because of everything that's going on in the world, a lot of women are not grounded, meaning what that means is that there's a lot of energy of fear, a lot of stress happening for us. So when, yes, feminine energy has this whole thing about diffused energy, but when that is exacerbated with stress and fear, I hear consequences, then we stop ourselves from being seen. Like, our energy is basically too diffused, or yeah, I think it's diffused. So what I wanted to talk about, I'm going to talk about in general why you're not being seen. And then I'm also going to address what's happening in the energy of this year. So when it comes to being seen, if you're highly sensitive and you realize that you're not meeting the type of men that you want, you're not meeting them, you're getting disappointed with what you meet, you even feel like you're meeting men that are disconnected, that are not maybe like in their power, or they only want something from you, like an image sort of conversation. This has to do with fears. Why is that? Because if you are an empath, if you are somebody that is connected with her feelings and her emotions, you see, I hear how superficial the world is becoming, how people are seeking superficial pursuits, and they're disconnecting more and more so from their heart, from their essence, from their, I hear, from their soul, their purpose, and that can have an impact on how you feel. So how you feel and how you believe as a woman that you are going to be met. So when we look at the world as women to see what we can have, that's when we start to deplete our energy, and we start kind of retracting and pulling back in a form of a cocoon. So what happens is, if all that you're seeing is people being disconnected or not connecting with you, or maybe this can also be, I hear, compounded with the fact that maybe you grew up in a narcissistic environment, or there was like a toxic environment around you, or maybe you were bullied growing up. It doesn't make you feel safe fully bringing your, I don't want to say fully bring, I want to say you're bringing out your fullest expression of your feminine energy, your attractiveness, because you either feel tired, you feel like, is it going to work? Are people going to notice me? That sort of energy, so I'm going to bring this up for an example. I'm going to use myself an example, and some things that I've seen happen over the years with clients as well. So basically, I remember as a kid, the most popular kid in school told me that I had basically the worst laugh that he had ever heard in his life. I can remember that comment today. And what that would do for me is that it would make me unground, like lose my awareness fully, like in the body, feeling really good, and start to clasp and then worry. So worrying about what people are gonna think about me, like, is my life good enough? I'm afraid that a man is gonna think that I'm ugly. So these are some of the examples that happen for us as women, where you lose that awareness, that confidence, and that feeling like, oh my God, I'm totally safe here. Like, I'm completely attractive. Like, I am enough. I am my own being. And you start worrying, thinking that you need to change, or maybe that idea is too much for you and you start to retract, like I said. So this is really important. I have also met and experienced myself people who feel like they're too entitled to your energy when you're an empath. This happened for me because I had to believe that I had to make people happy instead of believing that I had to make myself happy. And if you're an empath, probably you picked up a similar energy to that, where you feel like you have to make people happy in order to survive because you felt like people wouldn't really give you unconditional love. So that puts a lot of stress for you as a woman in regards to being accepted, in regards to being loved and seen for who you are. And you felt that you had to compromise in some sort of shape or form to get the love that you wanted. And I'm talking, these are decisions that you make sometimes when you're like 1 year old, like 0, 2, 3, 4. You would be surprised at how aware you are when you're a baby. Like, kids are like sponges. So these are some of the decisions that you make, and you find yourself an adult now, going into the world, wanting to meet an amazing man, and wondering why he's not noticing you. Well, are you having an inner battle in your own energy around being seen? And this is where this video and this video that I'm recording for you gets really interesting. You have to allow yourself to be seen. And most women right now are in a battle energy around being seen. Are you aware if you are making decisions around being seen that are coming up based on fear? Or are they coming from the true safety and awareness of who you are as a goddess? This is the trick. One of the things that I highly recommend for you is to clear your energy. I talk about clearing like I talk about food. It's the truth. Because when we have contradicting emotions in our energies, deep down, not feeling safe being seen because somebody somebody bullied you when you were a kid, or somebody made you feel like something about you was not beautiful, it was not enough. I woke up this morning thinking about this little girl that I connected with years ago, where she was crying. She was like 3 years old, and I remember being in the place, in the restaurant, and her dad, in order to get her to calm down, he told her, like, you're so ugly when you cry. And the girl immediately stopped crying, and I was like, my heart went out to her, because it's not superficial for women to, like, there's this conversation about caring about your image for a woman makes you superficial. It's not. Feminine energy is an energy of us being seen and loved for who we are. Our energies, our essence, our beauty, our physical beauty is a part of who we are. It's our essence, like, it's who we are. And caring and loving for it does not make you superficial. Sometimes we can go to the shadow aspect of that, and that's a different conversation, but it comes from a wound. But who we are is enough, just as who we are. So this is the thing that I wanted to bring up. Are you feeling safe to be seen? What are the unconscious expectations that you have about what would happen if you are seen? So I'll give you some examples of what I wrote down here. Sometimes you don't even want people to feel your energy. I remember one time being at a party and laughing really loud. I was having the best time of my life. And one of my girlfriends at the time, she shut me up. She was like, oh, you're being too much. And immediately I froze. And I was like, oh, am I being too much? Or is it that she doesn't like that maybe people are noticing me? Because that was the overall energy of what was happening in that moment. But it triggered a fear of me of being too much. It triggered a fear of, like, what happens if I fully express my voice, my essence? Because I grew up in a narcissistic environment, in a toxic environment where people wanted me to feel bad about myself so that I wouldn't shine, it reached to a point where I almost didn't want people to feel my energy. I didn't want to connect, and that's feminine energy. You want to connect. So what do you do? What do you do when you're surrounded with that level of negativity around you? You are awake enough to realize that a lot of people are unconscious. They are asleep or They have, you know, they're dealing with their stuff, their own insecurities, even traumas. So what do? Well, number one, do your best in your energy to not fear, like I said at the beginning, the consequences of somebody noticing you. Then connect with the true powerful energy of you being protected and provided for. You're calling on to the masculine in that way, the real masculine, the essence of the masculine. Like, no matter what, even if I witness somebody that's insecure, I'm going to be seen. I'm going to be loved for who I am. And I get to love myself for who I am. I get to start connecting deep down with the energies of safety. Number three, I know that what I'm saying sounds, it's just easy said than done. Yeah, I get it. At the same time, what I would recommend for you is to work on your energy, work on your energetic field, work on your clearing it. Just be specific about this. At the end of the day, for women, these fears translate to fears of intimacy, okay? So my recommendation is to not be superficial about doing an energetic cleanse. Understand that at the core of it all, if you want to meet a man that really loves you and wants to be there for you, this boils down to intimacy. Are you feeling safe for a man like that to come in and you holding the energy of, I am sufficient, I am more than enough? This is where you have to really pay attention to this, because when we have this diffuse energy, we also can fall victims to just touching on a subject, but not wanting to go really deep because we wouldn't want to face that fear. But remember, the consciousness behind all of our actions will reflect on the outside. Michael Bernard Beckwith says, consciousness precedes form. So you have to build up the energy, build up the courage, build up the momentum within you to know that you're more than enough. Work on whatever fear that you have around intimacy, the deepest fears around that, and then ground the energy of you being more than enough. So what I mean by not being superficial is sometimes you might do an energy cleanse around your chakras, or you might do like, oh, I need to work on my chakras. I need to work on, just on my chakras, whether it's Reiki, whether it's pranic healing, whether it's whatever it is, or you might do tapping, whatever. The thing is that go deep. Clear it up, because I believe one of my coaches one time told me is that a lot of people are afraid of going deep because they don't realize, because they are afraid of reaching to the stars once they do. When you clear up, I've had to work a lot on my shadow, right? Like I have a lot of Scorpio in me, so I had to work a lot on my shadow. You will find your power and your strength to not hear cowered away or like hurt, affect yourself, like your energy, when you are fearful of people or even fearful of yourself. You have to support yourself and be there full on for yourself. So if there are some chakras that I recommend for you to work on, is your throat chakra, because it has to do a lot with your expression. You can have a repressed throat chakra, like you're pulling it either back or it's contracted because you don't feel safe in expressing yourself like in the world. You can work on your root chakra, your sense of safety, your solar plexus, and building up the courage and your power to deal with energetic vampires, lower vibrations, working with all of those things. Because the thing here is, you have to shine, even in the face. You get to shine even in the face of those people. And remember, they're going to try to make you feel small, but that's a reflection of their insecurity, right? So if you want to be a vibrational match for the type of man that you want, you have to allow this man to see you. So those fears, those consequences that I hear that you feel like, if I do this, then this is going to happen, that inner fight makes you collapse sometimes your energy, or makes it shrink, and you put like this sort of cloak on yourself, and then those men cannot see you. Reprogramming your energy around you, what you expect that's going to happen when you share your light, when you share your beauty, when you share your essence, when you share how smart or intelligent you are, will do worlds of a difference, will make the biggest difference for you in allowing yourself to be seen in, I hear the correct light, the right light, who you really are in your essence. Sometimes when you're too surrounded by negative people, you start to take on their energy. That's why you have to be very vigilant about your environment. Sometimes when I've been like in really chaotic or negative environments, I will start doubting myself. Even though I've worked a lot on my energy, to not be picking up the negativity of others, I have had to, as an empath, realize, no, like people get to help themselves. Like I get to be surrounded by this or this or this energy. I gotta protect my energy, yes, while not closing the doors to attracting the type of people that I desire to have in my life, and working on that self-image that was created as a byproduct of being surrounded by negative energetic vampires or narcissists or people who just want to make you feel insecure. You get to shine, you get to allow yourself to receive, and you get to allow yourself to be seen. So I hope you connected with this video. It's been really enlightening for me. If you're feeling sort of down sometimes, work on your energy. This is fear of an intimacy thing. You get to shine. There's good people out there, and you get to allow them to really see you. If you are interested to know how I can help you with that, oh, thank you very much. I forgot what I was going to mention. What's happening now in 2020 is that with the pandemic and everything that's going on, there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of diffuse energy. One of the messages that I received from my angels was that a lot of women are really ungrounded right now. And the overall message that I got was they're ungrounded and then they're not allowing themselves to be seen. It makes them invisible. So, hey, pandemic or not, you want love, okay? And I am sure that this pandemic has even brought up the desire for you to attract real love more than ever, right? You don't want to be in that space alone. You want of aloneness, or you want support. Then you need to allow yourself to be seen, root your energy back in. And what would be really beneficial in one of the events that I was guided to do is to create this sort of divine love extravaganza, 2021 divine love extravaganza, where we're going to be doing a series of different energetic clearing events. I'm going to be bringing up intuitive messages, things that I've channeled around the divine feminine, so how you can really embody your divine feminine in times like this to allow yourself to be seen even more and to connect with true divine masculine energy. So these stressors, even these fears that you have around being seen, about allowing for intimacy, we are going to be working on clearing them in different energetic modalities. And I am excited to share this with you because it's going to be epic. Like, we want to clear up all the stressors from 2020, right? I cannot be the only person. And the thing is, we want to clear it up because it's just, when I look into the energy of it, it seems, when I look into the lower chakras of what, you know, the vision that I'm getting right now, there's a lot of clutter, even like garbage and stress and like, I hear criticism for some reason. Like maybe you're criticizing what's happening in the world. You're criticizing yourself for results. That energy needs to go. Because I see this like a pile of like garbage, right? Like negativity, judgments, a lot of stuff that's happening. And you know what I'm getting to? It's like stalling the momentum and the buildup of the things that you've already started to create in your life. So if you want to change that around and have like a pristine lower chakra as a space, what that qualifies in an energetic sense, it qualifies as space. If you want to receive something, you have to have a space. You know how when we do like the clearing thing that we're all doing, that's because you're opening space for something where it can build roots and it can grow. So if you have a cluttered environment, meaning doubts, stressors, all of those things, then you're either not like earthbound, like grounded to receive it, or there's so much stuff there that you don't have a space to receive it. So one of the things that I'm getting that we should do for 2021 right now, and this is something I'm picking up right now, is to open up and create space to receive. Have like how do I say? Because I'm getting the word like sanctity, like just creating a space that is sacred for us to receive, where we honor love, where we honor what we want to build, and we need to not ground, we need to, what's that word? I'm getting it in Spanish. We need to, plant seeds, really plant seeds. I'm seeing build up our garden, to be really rooted, to know that what we can handle, and to attract no matter what's happening in the world. How is this also helping? Because there's so much fear and anxiety happening in the world right now. We are grounding in love. We're bringing in more safety, more peace, more trust. Feminine energy, we've opened up to these energies. We're bringing in more love to the world, okay? We're bringing in connection, intimacy, passion. We're bringing joy, but also, you know, I hear a lot of people are alone right now, and we're doing a really courageous work by committing to love, because I'm getting that one of the things that the world needs right now is love. The most is love. We need more love, right? Whether it's for a puppy or somebody or something, like we need more love. And when we, as women, we need to really look at our field. But when I say field, I'm not talking about general field. I'm talking about like a crop field of what we are nurturing, what we are planting into the world. That's the word. That's the word that I'm getting, to bring in more love. I hear clearing up our wound space, just opening up for love. So if you want to know more about the 2021 Divine Love Extravaganza, then make sure that you click on that link below where you get all of the details for it. Also sign up for my email list, because I will be sharing this more. We will be starting at almost the end of the year. We're going to have a first event, I think on the 28th. And then we will start. Also, the first 9 people that join will be getting an additional clearing with me, where we're going to go deeper, and it's going to be an intimate experience where like a select group of like 3 or 4 people, like on each group, we are going to be working together privately, which is worth thousands of dollars. We're going to clear up. We're going to clear up all of that stuff to really like amp up and skyrocket into 2021 with the best year possible. Ladies, I'm excited. If you want to know more about it, definitely reach out to me. And I'm really looking forward to create with you the most amazing year yet in 2021. Take care.